So throughout 209 and 309, you've probably come to the realization that writing is a huge commitment. And you've probably been wanting to make that commitment for a long time now. So congratulations, you're well on your way to getting your novel written. But as you're writing your story or embarking on writing a novel, obstacles can start to pop up. And I wanted to talk to you about a few of those. You need to make sure that writing is a priority on your to-do list, because it's easy to plan to write and then let things in life interfere. And by the end of the day, oh dear, you haven't done your writing time. So you want to make sure that your commitment to writing is a priority, like going to work is a priority, or going to a dentist appointment is a priority, well, maybe for some of you. You want to make sure that you plan your writing time in a way that makes it easiest for you to complete each day. So, for example, I know if I set my writing time early in the morning, before anything else in life is going on, I'm more likely to get my writing done than if I say, oh, I'll just leave it until later in the day or later in the afternoon, or maybe I'll just start it after dinner or maybe later in the evening. Chances are almost nil that I'll get any writing done in those scenarios. So even though I hate mornings, I make myself get up early and get that writing done. Another thing you want to think about is the people in your life and how to get them on side with you and get them supporting your plan to write. The way to do that is to let them in on what your writing schedule is going to be. And I don't mean in a general way, just sort of swishing off and saying, that's it, I'm going to write my novel now. But actually telling them, hey, on Tuesday between 12 and 1, that's going to be my writing time. And here's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need some quiet, or I'm not going to need to be interrupted, or I'm going to need to go to a cafe and work for an hour. If you're really clear and let the people in your life know that what you need in terms of writing time, they can support you and get behind your project and not start to resent the time that you're spending away from them. Okay, so the third thing to look out for is something I call contrary ambitions. And it's almost crazy how this happens the minute you start writing a story, or especially when you tuck into a longer work like a novel. All of a sudden, these other things in your life start to pop up, like a trip opportunity comes up, or a chance to take on more projects at school, or perhaps you get more shifts at work. Or perhaps even switch programs or jobs completely and do something completely different. It seems like once we commit to something we really want to do, like writing, life throws us all these things at us and asks us that sort of question, hey, do you really want to write at all? Because here are all these interesting things that could distract you and take up a lot of your time and energy. So if you find yourself faced with contrary ambitions, my advice is always ask yourself, is this going to help me finish my writing project, or is this going to get in the way? And if it's going to get in the way, is it worth it? Is it something I want more than writing? Or is it just a little sidetrack that's going to take me away from my novel project and that I'm going to regret later? Okay, so think about that. Keep that phrase in mind, contrary ambitions. If things start to pop up, you can really ask yourself, is this what I want to do? Or is writing what I want to do?